It's definitely that. It is, as I've said all along with this schedule, it's either going to end up with a great RPI for our team, and it's going to end up with some questions for the guy who put the schedule together, and that's me. I very much believe in playing top teams, and the fact that we get to play such a high number of top 50 programs to start the year is a great thing for us. And Purdue was definitely that. It was a great challenge for us. VCU was a good challenge for us. They're a good team. I think going into this week, just this week alone, we have Kentucky, LSU, Michigan, Xavier. That's quite a week. It's quite a month for a lot of teams, and we're doing it 1 week. And so we're looking forward to it. It's a great challenge for us, but we're glad we get to have that challenge. It was probably an interesting first weekend in that we have several first-team all-conference players that are established in their career. They've done this for a while, very experienced. We know what we're going to get from them. It was great to see two new players just grow so much over the course of a weekend. Katie, obviously her first weekend of play as a collegiate player, hit over 400. She's hitting right now over 400 for the year in those 3 matches. Shelby, she has played as a middle for us last year. Now she's playing on the outside. And so there's a lot of learning. It's a very different position. You have to wait so much longer many times. And she did a really good job. She's learning still some of the, I guess you could say, the nuances of the position. She's still kind of in the early learning phase. But she gives us a level of physicality on the left that we haven't had before from a blocking standpoint. And that was really felt this weekend. Several key blocks, kind of key moments for our team. But she's still learning. So both these kids, they're doing well early, but they'll be so much better a month from now. Yeah, we had Erica was in our starting lineup to start the weekend as a back row player. Did a nice job for us. Probably her biggest moment was against, I believe, VCU, when she ran off a string of great serves in a row. She ended up with 5 aces and no errors, which for a freshman is remarkable. Not so much the 5 aces, that's pretty amazing, but the fact that she didn't miss while still being aggressive was very impressive. She was very good throughout the weekend. Steph got some time on the right for us, did a nice job. She's learning the defensive side of the game. I think offensively she's ready to contribute right now, and it was good to see her out there. She has a good arm. She probably came in hitting the ball with a little more pace than we expected, and so we're very, very pleased with her, where she's going. She's a true utility player. She can set, she can play left, she can play right, which is a great thing. The challenge for her is, where do we put all of our energies? Where do we put our effort to improve? But right now, we see her in that role, and she's doing a nice job for us. I know that they are. We haven't talked about it because we have a match between now and then, so we're all focused on Kentucky right now. And I think the real challenge right now with having this midweek match, having all these matches together, is just there's not much time to stop and talk about much of anything. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because our kids need match reps right now. We have so many young kids out there. The more we're playing, the more it's going to transfer to helping us later. And I would even say in a lot of ways more so than just getting in the practice gym, because we need those reps. We definitely need the practice, but I think we need the match reps even more with new players at their positions. So we're definitely looking forward to this weekend. We're going to have some great crowds. Looking forward to LSU to start today. Xavier, I know it's a big push. Everybody in marketing is doing a great job getting us ready for that. I'm expecting a great crowd for Xavier, and then of course having Michigan the next day. Should be a great tournament. Yeah, I'm just glad we get to have that level of opponent in the combo. Right here in Athens is great. Great for our community, great for our team, and we'll certainly look forward to that once we get back on the bus late tomorrow night as we're rolling in at whatever time Wednesday morning. That'll be our focus, but for now it's all about Kentucky. I think it certainly helps, when you're going to go somewhere and know you're going to get multiple good matches. You have every team there is a team that last year was in the top 60, all 4 teams, and that's just great volleyball. And if you're a coach, that's what you want. If you're a coach of one of those other programs, that's what you want. You don't want to go someplace and have a match that you get done and you're not really sure why you played it. Like, okay, we got a win, but what did it do for us? This weekend, any win that we earn will truly have been earned. It will not have been given. And that's what we need. That's what those coaches want. So I think it's a great place to be this weekend. I think what's interesting now is we have so many young players and we have so many seniors. It's just this big gap, between the two. And I love that our players right now, they're processing it differently, but they're learning from the older ones. And even the response to the Purdue, some of the young kids may feel like, hey, we played Purdue, yay us. Seniors are really frustrated that we lost, and because they have that level of expectation. And so I'm glad that cohesion is transferring into teaching and is transferring into younger players, understanding no, we're not just going to play these teams. We want to beat them, and if we don't, we're all going to be upset about it. And I think that's a good thing. And so if we're not as cohesive, maybe it's like, why aren't you taking this seriously? Or the young players like, okay, simmer down. And it's more, okay, now we're learning, we're understanding. And I think that's a very good thing. I think it's really important right now because all that cohesiveness and team chemistry, all those things, they don't matter if you're blowing people out. There's no frustration, there's no tension, everyone's just having a good time. But when you're really tired, you roll in at 3:30 Sunday morning, you get back on the bus Monday afternoon, you're going to get back at 2 in the morning the next, a couple days later. As you start to get fatigued, those things really matter. The way that you communicate, the way that you improve, and then turn around and just a couple days later play great opponents at home. So I think this is the time of year that it may matter as much as any, at least for the next couple of months. And then, of course, when you get into postseason, it's incredibly important as well. I think Erica has earned a starting position. We announced that going into this last weekend, and she didn't do anything to dissuade us from that. She played really, really well. She broke down a little bit into the Purdue game, but so did everybody else. It wasn't just her. Served really well. Served a great ball. I can't get over how impressed I was for a freshman of smaller stature. She's not back there, Jamie Kasorik jump topspin serves. She's a smaller kid, but just serving a deep, flat, heavy ball that really got an opponent in trouble that we needed. VCU is a really good offensive team. We knew serving was key. So I think she's doing great. Very, very pleased with where she is, where she's going. She's a great athlete as well, and that's something that she can make some speed and recovery plays that, with the exception of Mal's kind of a different world as far as speed. There's no one else on our team that can make. And so we love having that speed, at that position. I think Steph went in, came in off the bench this weekend, did a nice job for us. I think we're right now trying to determine, almost have an offense for defense kind of a situation, that right now Allie's better defensively, right now Steph is better offensively. And that could be a game-by-game decision, which we need more that day. And then we're going to ask both of them to improve what we see now is their weakness. What I love is, we get home, and at some point yesterday afternoon, I get a text from Steph. Hey, can I come in and work on blocking tomorrow? I want to be great at that. Sure, great. And that's a freshman that, like we talked about cohesion earlier, she's learning. She's like, okay, I know I'm not a very good blocker, and I need to get better at that so that I can contribute to this team. Of course, every kid wants to be on the court. Allie's going to get reps to get better offensively. I love that's a competition. I love we have a couple of positions where they're going to push each other. Erica, if Erica stays where she is, then Brooke's going to beat her out. If Steph stays where she is, Allie's going to beat her out. Allie stays where she is, Steph's going to beat her out. And that's what you want. You want that on a team, people pushing each other, because the whole team goes up when that happens.